Okay, today we're going to continue on with 2.2. All right, so at the beginning of this, in this chapter, we did translations, a slide, and then we did reflections where we flip a figure. All right, so today we're going to put it together and we're going to do what we call compositions. All right, so a composition is when multiple transformations are applied. So we're going to be doing more than one thing to our picture. All right, so for example, this means that we might translate it first, and remember, translate means to slide it. And then maybe we'll reflect it second. Remember, that means to flip it. All right, so we're going to slide it and then flip it, or we're going to flip it and then slide it, depending on the order they give us. All right, so we're going to be doing more than one thing to our picture, and then we're going to write where our final picture lands. All right, so let's go ahead and look at some compositions. All right, so it's going to be key that we label our points throughout this so that we know our final figure at the end. All right, now you'll notice it says reflected over the x-axis first. So what we're going to do is we're going to reflect our figure over the x-axis first and list our new points. All right, after we do that, you'll notice it tells us to translate the new figure with a vector of 6, 2. All right, write the locations of all the points at the end. All right, so here we go. Let's do the first thing. Over the x-axis, reflect it. All right, so let's count to our green line and then reflect it down. So A is 1, 2, 3 away. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 down, and I'm going to call it A dash. All right, B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away from our reflection line. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. We're going to label it so we know that's B prime. C is 1 away, so we're going to go 1 below it, and we're going to label that C prime so that we know. And here is our new triangle. Okay, now the second thing this says is that it says translate, so now we're going to slide our new figure with a vector of 6, 2. So remember, the 6 will take us right because it's positive. The 2 will take us up. All right, what we're going to do is we're going to move our new figure, our A prime, B prime, and C prime, we're going to move it right 6 and up 2. So let's do A first. A prime first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that would be our A double prime now. Let's do B prime. 1, oops, I forgot to go up 2, didn't I? My fault. Let me redo that. Let's go back and start that one over. My fault. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then up 1, 2. So A double prime lands right there, and I'm going to make a little note above it. All right, let's do B prime. We're going to go right 6 and up 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now up 1, 2, and that's going to be our B double dash. Let's do C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Up 1, 2, and there's our C double prime. Okay, we have our new final triangle. Our goal is to list our final new coordinates. So I'm going to list A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. Well, A double prime would be over 0, down 1. B double prime would be over 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 1, 2, 3. And C double prime would be over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 1. All right, so we reflected it first, then we translated it, and we have our final ordered pairs, which is what we're looking for. Okay, so again, we follow it in the order that they give it. Let's try another one. All right, here we go. Let me switch colors. This time it says translate the figure with a vector of -1, 2. So we're going to take everything left 1, up 2, and regraph it. After that, we will reflect it over the axes that they tell us. All right, so let's move each point left 1, up 2, and regraph it. Let's do A first. left 1 up to A dash. B, left 1 up to B dash. Let's do C, left 1 up to C dash. So our triangle slid over. All right, now the second thing it asks us to do is to reflect over the y-axis. So we're going to be reflecting our new blue figure over the y-axis. All right, so over the brown line in this picture. Okay, let's do A prime first. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away from the brown line, our reflection line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over to the other side. A double prime. Let's do B. B is 1, 2, 3 away from the reflection line. So let's go 1, 2, 3 to the other side. And let's call it B double prime. Let's move our C 1, 2 away from the line. So 1, 2 away. Let's call it C double prime. And our triangle has flipped over the y-axis. Now remember, our goal is to list the final coordinates. So we are going to list A prime, B prime, and C primes, ordered pairs, right now. If I go back to 0, 0, A double prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So we're at 7, 5. B double prime is over 1, 2, 3, and up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So over 3, up 7. C prime is over 1, 2, up 1, 2, 3. So 2, 3. All right, so again, we're looking for our final ordered pairs, A double prime, B double prime, C double prime. All right, let's do number 3. Number 3 will be the last one we do. We won't look at 4 because we're not going to have you do more than 2 things to a graph. Number 4 is a little extreme. So let's look at 3. Here we go. Reflect triangle over x equals 1. All right, so here's our x equals 1. Remember, is a vertical reflection line. So the pink line is x equals 1. Let's flip our figure over. A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 away. A prime. B is 1, 2, 3 away. So 1, 2, 3 away. B prime. C is 1, 2 away. So 1, 2. And we're at C prime. So we first flipped our triangle over x equals 1. All right, next it says reflect over y equals -1. So now I'm going to take our blue triangle, our new figure, and I'm going to reflect it over our red line. All right, so let's go back to our picture and let's flip them down over the red line. So A prime is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm at A double prime. B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away would be B double prime. C is 1, 2 away. So 1, 2, C double prime. And we have our new final triangle, our purple figure. Remember, our goal is to list A double prime, B double prime, and C double prime as new coordinates. A double prime, if I go back to 0, 0 on my graph, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so -5, 8, -5. B double prime is over 1, 2, 3, 4, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so over 4, down 7. C double prime, if I go back to 0, 0, is over 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3. So right 3, down 3. All right, remember we are looking for these ordered pairs for our final answer. All right, this time it was 2 reflections. So again, we're doing multiple things to our graph, 2 things. We want to write our final answer coordinates of A double prime, B double prime, C double prime, go in the order that they give it to us, all right, and follow the procedure. Now we'll do some practice in class and we'll go through it.